Prince Harry has reportedly told pals that he feels like the spare again with Meghan and might want to come home to Britain. The Duke wrote his memoir Spare in reference to growing up in the shadow of his brother William, who is the heir to the British throne. Harry is thought to be dissatisfied with his life in California, and claims have emerged that he has floated the idea of returning to Britain and the royal family. The royal has reportedly consulted his former aides in Britain after tiring of the Hollywood PR teams he and Meghan currently use. Friends claim the prince feels lost and dislikes being overshadowed by Meghan in public after the Duchess shone during their tours of Nigeria and Colombia. Some claim Harry has enjoyed his solo trips to the UK. A source close to the prince told The Sun. Harry is feeling more and more isolated in California, which is why he has been reconnecting with old friends back home. The Colombia trip also really highlighted how Meghan is comfortable stepping into the spotlight, while Harry cuts a very sulky, unhappy figure in the background. He wants to carve out a way back into royal life in the UK and is seeking counsel from old friends and associates. It is unclear whether Harry can repair the rift he has with his brother William. In his memoir Spare, the prince made grave accusations against his brother, claiming William had knocked him to the floor during a heated row. Royal biographer Angela Levin said Harry seemed unhappy, and his brand had withered to almost nothing.
I think this is cunning, and I think he's going to all these friends of his who he was at school with, plus one aide only, to ask him to try and get him back within the royal family. Now, how old is he? He's 40 in a couple of weeks. How does he need... It's not a baby. If he wants to go to speak to his father and understands that he's very busy and he has a lot of cancer problems to get sorted out, he can say, look, I'm really sorry. Can we start somewhere? I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But he doesn't want to say he's sorry. He wants to get money and he wants to get apologies, especially from William, about how they allegedly treated Meghan. Now, the thing is this just Harry who wants to come, or is it Meghan? I can assure you Meghan doesn't want to come. She hates this country, and she's sort of got her own life now. So how is that going to work? The idea is he does 6 months here and 6 months in America. Now, the Queen, who he adored, she was very clear that that doesn't work at all and it's not going to happen. So what's going to happen? What is it? He's going to sort of slither in like a snake.
Well, do you not think his father, the King, you know, he's been estranged pretty much from Harry for years now. He rarely sees his grandchildren. Do you not think he'll be more sympathetic than the late Queen and say, yeah, you know, son, if you want to do 6 months here, 6 months there with Meghan, we can sort that out?
No, I don't think he'll be like that at all. I think he's learnt now to carry on with his own work and not to be distracted by Harry's demands. And also, you know, if he does, he'll use what he says he sees in the royal family and what he hears for getting money. This is the way, is the half and half. TV or journalists.
But the Sussex squad, Angela, would say Harry just misses his friends, he misses his home, he misses his military ties. You know, he just wants to come back home. Well, can we not just welcome him back with open arms?
Who did that? He doesn't want to be here. He's actually, one of the things he's really keen of, and he's going back for the 3rd time to the court, is to get this top-class protection, right? I think this is another way of getting that, because if he comes here, he wants to have that. Yeah. And that is only for people who are working very hard at the top, the King and Queen and the heirs to the throne. So it's all nonsense. It's all a... it's a very good PR.
OK, Angela, tell me about this other stunning revelation today, that Prince Harry is becoming a life coach. I mean, to me, it sounds like getting relationship advice from a 5-time divorcee, but
yeah,
what's he up to?
Well, he's worked with Better Up, which is a mental health charity, and he's worked that up for a bit and got some money out of that, nearly £1 million. And he's been offered to have his own online university. So he will be in charge of this for people. He's got no no qualifications. He got a D in A-level geography and a B in art.
Yeah.
And also he's not recovered himself. If you'd seen him in Colombia, he looked dreadful. He looked as if he wasn't actually there. He looked miserable and unhappy and very, very damaged. So you can't have somebody who hasn't actually got over their old problems, I think, to teaching other people.
Good point. But again, playing devil's advocate, some would say, oh, Harry's been through the tragic death of his mother. He's gone through family rifts. He's gone through a very unique experience as a royal and moving abroad. I mean, some would say that he has got a decent amount of life experience, even so that he, hasn't really dealt with his own issues.
Exactly that. He's got lots of experience, but he hasn't dealt with it yet. So actually, you can't pass that on to people. If you want to teach people and let them know what's going on, you have to be positive and upbeat. It's no good saying, the last 4 years I've been missing this, that and the other, and I can't get over it, and I cry at night. It's not going to help them, is it?
It's kind of like that old phrase, you can't, what is it? You need to love yourself before you learn to love yourself before you can love other people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Spot on.
What's this about Lady Louise?
This is lovely.
Windsor?
Lady Louise Windsor, the daughter of the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, she wants to go into the army. Now, she loves it. She's at college at the moment, and she's a royal cadet, and she likes it so much that she wants to go into the army and work for the king and country.
Wow. How old is she, Lady Louise?
20.
Would she be the first female royal?
Since the Queen. She'll be since the Queen. The Queen went in just before the end of the war.
Do you think the Queen would approve of this? She'd probably be delighted,
I think
wouldn't
she'd be
she?
delighted.
Yeah.
She adored her anyway. They were very close. She often went to her to church, and she would go around and see her most Saturdays. And they were very close. And the Duke of Edinburgh loved her as well. And she, of course, used to do all this carriage driving, which he adored.
So she's the daughter to Prince Edward, is that right? Have I got my...
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, that's right.
OK.
He's a Duke and Duchess now. That's the youngest of her 4 children. And he is the youngest, and she's the daughter to him.
Right, got it. And apparently she's fallen in love with the role.
Yes.
With military life.
Yes, she's fallen in love with it, and she wants to do it. And I think that's amazing, because it's so different from any of the other royals. And she loves horses, and she'll probably do something with a horse. She won't be out on the front of the first line like Harry wanted to do when he went away for war.
She won't be piloting Apaches in Afghanistan or Ukraine?
No, nothing like that.
No.
But I think it's a lovely thing to do, to continue what the Queen did as a female way back in the Second World War.
Yeah, I think it's great. A really nice, upbeat royal story for once. Instead of,
I'd add that to the end.
Yeah, very, very nice. Look, Angela, it was my birthday on Wednesday. You just very sweetly gave me a card. Bless you. Bless your heart. But it's also Prince Harry's birthday, as you mentioned. In what date is it? It's a week or 2.
Yes.
What's Meghan doing? Apparently she's organising some sort of big birthday bash. Have you heard about this?
No, I haven't. But I think that any birthday bash would be really about Meghan, wouldn't it? It won't be about Harry. I think these things are very difficult, and we don't know if he's back yet and what it will be.
I'm being told by the voice in my head that apparently it's a bash organised by Meghan's celebrity A-list Hollywood pals, which kind of sounds like the life he wants to escape from. If the Mail on Sundays to be.
He doesn't like that sort of thing. He absolutely doesn't. He doesn't want to be a celebrity. It's never been his aim, and so Meghan's going to make him a big party. But I think if you're 40, but a lot of people think that's a very important part of your life, and by that time you should know really where you want to go, and maybe he's just suddenly woken up to where he wants to go, and that's back here, and maybe leave her in America.
In America, yeah. Amazing, fascinating. I know lots of our viewers are sort of hit and miss with Harry and Meghan. I think they love to hate them half the time.
Yes.
But we should remember that Harry has done a lot for the country before he met Meghan. He served in the military and so on. So there is, a special.
I think when he was in Colombia and he saw what they were doing, it was so awful that it reminded him that this is not the sort of life he really wanted.
Yeah.
He remembered when he behaved properly.
Yeah.
But actually, to see that was going on and it wasn't correctly done.
Yeah.
And I think that's why he looks so miserable.
OK.
Nicholas Dunning, GB News.